Our new normal is when you watch TV, everybody should be here. No? Everybody should be around at walang nandun sa taas, nandun kami lahat sa harapan ng TV dito sa baba. And one thing more, walang magsi-cellphone, walang mag-iPad. Though that is new normal, now ano nangyari? Now, one time we are watching TV, we are watching Racing Dion. Encourage you to watch Racing Dion. It's a series pero it's very exciting. Parang pagka panood mo na yung isang episode, parang gusto mo nang tapusin, no? Sa pangalawa, pangatlo, no? Pero that the time, minsan sa pangatlong beses na third episode, ganon, and it's already late, no? Late at night. So one time we are here watching TV, and my wife, I glanced at the teapot. No, that is the teapot and the teacup. No, we usually have those in while we are watching the TV. No, and that my wife gazed my glance at the teapot. She said to me, "Pa, gusto mong tea?" Sabi niya sa akin. Sabi ko naman, "Yes pa, yes ma, I want it." And then she poured the tea on the teacup, and then she hold it. No, she hold it. She hold it while watching it. No, she didn't pass it to me, but she just caught up with what she's watching. You know what she did? She drank the tea. No, she drank the tea. Then she almost finished it, right? And then she just realized that she has to pass to me. She need to give to me. No? Because she was caught up in watching. No? She said to me, "Oh, pa, I forgot. I should give you this tea. Okay, I'll just give it." But in myself, inside of me, I'm laughing because that's how sometimes we caught up in a lot of things. No? We forgot our responsibility. Her responsibility is to give the tea to me, but she forgot. No, she forgot. You know, there's a lot of impact, no, if we forgot something. At napakatindi yung impact nun pagka nakalimutan mo. Minsan, it's a life and death. Oh, totoo yun. It's a life and death. Minsan, alam po ninyo kung pagka lumabas ka, halimbawa, let's say lumabas ka sa tahanan, sa iyong bahay, and you are cooking, you forgot to turn off yung niluluto mo na munggo at pumunta ka nag-shopping, and then all of a sudden somebody call you in your phone, "Oh, your house is smoke, is almost is burning." Oh, you remember your munggo. You forgot to turn off the stove. All right. So, and one thing more, and some of this, and I read this in Facebook. Yung iba, no, they go to a shopping, and then they at the heat of the sun, and then they turn off their engine, close all the door, and they went shopping, and they didn't realize that their baby was there. So it's a very big regret kasi you forgot. Sabihin mo nga, you forgot. I forgot it. But there's no excuse. Just because you forgot and you excuse from the suffering or from the damage, no, it's not excuse. Ignorance is no excuse. No? Yung pagkamangmang mo, hindi excuse yan. Or yung nakalimutan mo, hindi excuse yun. No? And also with us, okay, let's listen to this, and all of us, mga kapatid, sa ating paghihintay sa pagdating ng ating Panginoon. Christ's return is inevitable. Ano po yung ibig sabihin ng inevitable? Walang makakaligtas sa kanyang pagdating, no? Kahit namatay ka na, darating pa rin ang ating Panginoon, walang makakapigil. So tayo mga Kristiyano, habang nabubuhay po tayo dito sa lupa, we have responsibility. And ano po yung responsibilidad natin bilang isang Kristiyano? Our responsibility is in Matthew 24. In Matthew 24 verse 42, it says here, "Therefore keep watch, because you do not know on what day your Lord will come. Matthew 24 verse 42. Sabi niya, keep watch, be alert, keep watch. Tayo po ba ay naging alerto? No? Tayo ba ay mas lalong pinaigti natin yung paninilbihan sa ating Panginoon? Yung keep watch, sinapuso ba natin? Naalala pa rin pa ba natin ng ating Panginoon ay darating? No? Tingnan po ninyo yung 300 men of Gideon, kung paano pinilter, kung paano chinos ni Lord yung 300 men. It came from 10,000 and then it reduced to 300. Ano ang basihan ni Lord kung bakit niya pinili yung 300? Ano yung basihan? They stooped down and scooped water and then they lapped. Ano po yung lap? Dinilaan nila yung tubig. No? Kasi yung pagka ginawa mo yun, dinilaan mo yung tubig, nag-stoop kang ganon, you are still alert. You are still looking for those enemy. Ganon sila. Ganon dapat tayo. We need to be alert. So you need to keep watch. We have to be ready, mga kapatid. Ngayon, ang tanong ko sa iyo, are you ready? Are you ready? Ang title, ang pamagat ng aking message for this afternoon is, are you ready? Tayo po ba ay handa na? Tayo po ba ay talagang excited na? Nagawa mo na yung responsibilidad mo bilang isang Kristiyano at kampante ka na sa paghihintay sa ating Panginoon. Now, we will go to Matthew 25, 1-3 at dito po tayo, this is the main verse of our message for tonight. This, Matthew 25, 1-3. Yung verse nito, it's a lengthy verse, so pinick up ko na lang po yung pero I will tell the stories behind this later. It says here in Matthew 25, 1-13, it says, the foolish ones said to the wise, give us some of your oil, our lamps are going out. Therefore, keep watch, because you do not know the day or the hour. Matthew 25, 1-3. Yun yung pinaka-highlights. No? The foolish ones said to the wise, give us some of your oil, our lamps are going out. Therefore, keep watch, because you do not know the day or the hour. Matthew 25, 1-13. Alam po ninyo dito, in the 10 virgins, they go to the wedding banquet. Alam po yung wedding banquet, bago ka magpapakasal, before you will wed to the bridegroom, kailangan may requirements ka. Kailangan may lampara ka, at yung lampara ay nakasindi, may ilaw. Lampara with lights on it, no? Kailangan pupunta ka doon with the lamps, no? There are 10 virgins that went. 5 were foolish and 5 were wise. Bakit po naging wise yung 5 na una? They were wise because nagdala sila ng oil. They have an extra oil. And the next 5 foolish, they don't have. The wise virgin has 5 has jar of oil, and the other one doesn't have. No. So, ang nangyari, pumunta sila habang they're waiting, and then there is announcement. Oh, darating na ang bridegroom, darating na ang bridegroom. Let's just be ready, sabi ng announcement. At yung foolish virgin, yung ilaw nila ay nag-aandap-andap na. Sabi nila dun sa wise, hoy, pahingi naman ng oil mo. Kasi mamamatay na yung oil namin. Mamamatay na yung oil namin, pahingi naman. Sabi ng wise sa kanila, pag ibibigay ko sa'yo, hindi sasapat sa ating dalawa ito. Hindi sasapat. Kung gusto mo, may store doon sa diyan, malapit lang naman, bili na lang kayo ng oil ninyo, sabi niya. Then, umalis sila, they depart, and they went and buy an oil to the store, and then, that's the time when the bridegroom came. Ano ba yung bridegroom came? The bridegroom came, he opened the door, then the virgins went in, And then, pagkatapos nun, kapatid, he shut the door. And then here comes five foolish virgin. Doon kumakaripa sila talagang, they want to go into the door that's shut. They knock on the door, bam, 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 bam. They knock on the door. And then the bridegroom came. What the bridegroom says, depart from me. I don't know if there is a verse here, but he answered, yeah. But he answered and said, assuredly, I say to you, I do not know you. No, I do not know you. Hindi ko kayo kilala. Sino ba kayo? Sino ba kayo? Are you virgins but you don't have lamps? Because they don't have, wala silang lamp. Run out. When they run out, of course, they are not allowed to enter in. Ano po yung implication nito? Ano pong ibig sabihin kasi nito, mga kapatid? This is the lamp, no? Mayroong ilaw na kailangan pagka pumasok sila, kailangan silang may ilaw. No. Pagka namatay yung pagka it's alive, if it's alive, yung ilaw nakasindi pa rin dun sa lamp nila. Ibig sabihin, the seal of the Spirit is still flowing. The seal of the Spirit is still flowing upon the lamp. No. Alam po niyo yung oil na sinasabi dito, it signifies the Holy Spirit. The oil represents the Holy Spirit, the oil that sustains the lamp. Pagka wala yung oil, syempre walang gas, hindi mag-iilaw. No? It's just like the oil, the Holy Spirit that sustains us, ini-strengthen us. Ito yung nagbibigay ng ilaw sa atin, no? That you are alive. Pero pagka yung ilaw mo ay namatay na, ano pong ibig sabihin? The lamp, that it is dead already. Ibig sabihin, we are useless. Wala kang kwenta pagka yung ilaw mo, ikaw ay Kristiyano, no? Ay namatay na, parang you are useless. Parang you have a very big impact, very big significance bilang isang Kristiyano, pero sorry, nawalan ka. You have drained with the oil. Parang isang salt din yan. Parang yung ilaw natin namatay at hindi mo na magagamit sa kadiliman, sa dilim. Hindi mo maliliwanagan those people who are in the darkness. What's the use of being a lamp? What is the use na ikaw ay ilaw? Mga kapatid, masakit man isipin, masakit man tanggapin minsan. No? But minsan nawawala yung ilaw po natin. It's just like a salt. Pagka wala na yung saltiness ng salt, you just need to throw it. Kasi hindi niya mapapasarap yung isang ulam. Di po ba? Hindi niya mapapasarap. It's just like wala na tayong ilaw. How can you lead people? How can you guide them to the right path? Pagka wala na po tayong ilaw. Hindi na po tayo nagniningning, hindi na po tayo isang representation ni Lord. Kasi hindi mo na, ikaw rin ay hindi mo na alam kung anong gagawin mo, kung anong tatahakin mo. Because you are already in darkness. Wala ka ng ilaw. Now, the oil is empty. No, the oil is empty. The lamp is empty. The lamp is dead. No. Bakit namamatay yung ilaw? Bakit nawawala yung oil po natin? Well, sabi mo, Pastor, the Holy Spirit is always there. No, the Holy Spirit is always there. Alam po ba ninyo na the Banal na Espiritu din pwede ring mag-grieve yung Banal na Espiritu. He could also depart from you if you are palalo ka na, hindi ka na nag-iilaw. He could easily be drained. Dahil ang carnality, ang kasalanan ay nag-uumapaw na sa bawat isa sa atin. Pero, tandaan po natin dito, doing nothing on your purpose, no? Doing nothing of your purpose ay yung isang balakid, no? Bilang isang Kristiyano, pagka hindi mo ginagawa ang kalooban ni Lord, ang yung pagkatawag sa Kanya, maaaring your lamp would go dim at maaaring mamamatay. Everyone created, sa bawat isa sa atin, create tayo ni Lord for His will. Okay? Lahat tayo may binigay sa atin si Lord ng mga kaloob. No? Before God has formed your mother's womb, God already knows us. No? Mayroon pagkatawag sa atin si Lord. No? Mayroon pagkatawag si Lord. Mayroon po tayong race. We have a race to do. We have a mission to do. No? We have a race. Maaring siguro we have a mission para sa pagsilbihan ng ating Panginoon, pero yung race natin maybe differently. Maaring siguro may race is to be a pastor. Kailangan kong tapusin to be a pastor. I would be a pastor. Maaring siguro God has you have a race na ikaw ay maglingkod sa ating Panginoon. Siguro magluluto ka at ikaw ay yun yung pagkatawag mo sa ating Panginoon. We have a lot of gifts, mga kapatid, that God is calling us. God has brought us into this world para po lakaran po natin. You didn't exist for yourself, mga kapatid. Hindi ka nag-exist para sa iyong sarili. Ipapanganak ako ni nanay kasi kailangan ko magpakayaman, kailangan ko ako lang. No? It's not just like that. We exist. We don't exist for ourselves, and we don't go out or we don't die for ourselves too. We will die for God. We exist here for God, and we pass away for God. No? Hindi po tayo sa ating pansarili, kapatid. Nalulungkot lang po ako dahil may mga there's a lot of Christian na nasisilaw sila sa kayamanan. There's a lot of Christian that they are so materialistic na hindi naman yun yung pagkatawag po natin. Na hindi naman doon nakafocus yung pagkatawag ng bilang isang Kristiyano, bilang anak ng Diyos. We have our own calling. We have our mission to serve God. No, don't depart those things sa bawat isa sa atin kasi mawawala po tayo. Mag-aandap-andap yung ilaw natin kung gano'n or tuluyan ng mamatay. No? Well, I will give you a story. No? I will give you a story in Matthew 25 verse 14 to 13. Hindi ko na po babasahin ito kasi it's such a lengthy word. Pero ito po yung istorya. This story is the parable of talents. Ito po, sunod-sunod po to. The parable of the wedding banquet, and then the parable of the talents in chapter 25. And this speaks in Matthew 24 to 25, it speaks about His coming actually. No? At gusto ko lang maliwanagan po kayo sa aking tinuturo na malapit na rin po talaga ang ating pagdating ng ating Panginoon. This is the parable of the talents. Yung mayaman, bago siya umalis, no, pinagkatiwalaan niya yung isang katiwala niya, servant. Pinagkatiwalaan niya ng 5 sacks, 5 bag of gold. Bags of gold. 5 bags of gold. And then the next servant, he gave 2 bags of gold. And then the next one, he gave 1 bag of gold. Ano yung nangyari sa limang natanggap ng isang servant niya? He traded, inilagay niya sa negosyo, no? Pinagnegosyo niya, at anong nangyari? Dumoble. Yung 5 bags of gold, it becomes 10 bags of gold. And yung yung nakakuha naman ng 2 bags of gold, he traded, ninegosyo niya, he makes a profit, at nagkaroon ng dumoble din. Nagkaroon ng 4, no, na bags of gold. Yung isa, ito na yung isa. Yung isa, he has a one bag. Anong nangyari nung dumating yung kanyang amo? Nasaan yung isang bag of gold? Anong ginawa mo? Sabi ng servant niya, nothing. He didn't do anything. Alam mo, ang ginawa niya, he buried that talent. He buried, hinukay niya yung talent, hindi niya ininvest sa Panginoon. Hindi niya ininvest. Hindi niya pinayabong, hindi niya pinag-multiply. Wala siyang ginawa. Alam po ninyo, nakakalungkot po sa atin. No? And I'm talking to you, mga Kristiyano tayo, those believers. No? We have a talents that God gave us. Pero minsan, itinatago natin. Minsan, hindi natin pinapagamit. Minsan, ang ginagawa pa natin, winawaldas natin. Imbes na payabungin natin, imbes na God will multiply that pagka pinagamit mo kay Lord. You know, sa akin po, I'm just doing, nag-aayos lang ako ng mga upuan nung araw. No? And then, naging faithful po ako hanggang naging music ministry po ako. Naging member ko how many years, then naging chairman po ako ng music ministry. And then naging pastor na po ako hanggang ngayon. No? You start from small things. Maaring siguro, you have a gift at yung expectation mo, nandun ka na kaagad as a pastor o nandun ka na agad as a chairman. No, hindi. Kailangan mag-umpisa po tayo. It's a process. Ngayon, kung mayroon kang gift, mga kapatid, at hindi mo itinago mo yan, hindi mo ginamit, hindi mo pinagamit sa ating Panginoon, parang ikaw ay ilaw. Parang lampara ka na hindi na nag-iilaw. Useless. Hindi ka na nagagamit ni Lord. And that is, sabi na nakakatakot. Kasi sabi niya rito, in Matthew 25 verse 30, Ryan, Matthew 25 verse 30, it says here, and throw that worthless servant outside into the darkness, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Okay, hindi ko po sinabi to. Kung hindi po natin napagamit your talents, your gifting sa ating Panginoon, at pinagkatiwalaan ka ni Lord, ininvestan ka sa iyong puso ng yung mga kaloob na kailangan mong gawin or your mission, sorry to tell you, God says that, and throw that worthless servant outside into the darkness where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Nakakatakot po, no? Nakakatakot po yung sinabi rito. Doing His will, doing God's will and purpose will make us ready. No? Ryan. Doing His will and His purpose. Doing God's will and your purpose will make us ready. Okay? Pagka pala ginagawa natin yung kalooban ni Lord, pag ginagawa natin yung purpose niya sa atin, no? Dahil may purpose po tayo, mayroong kaloob sa atin ni Lord, it makes us ready. It makes us ready. Ano man ang mangyari. I remember my mom, no? My mom was really very faithful sa pagsiserve sa ating Panginoon. We have an anniversary one time, and then I'm already here in the Philippines. We have a church anniversary there in the Philippines, and we supported that anniversary. At then she cooked all the food that all the workers and all the people who attended. She cooked the food, and she just every anniversary that they do, and the church anniversary, siya palagi ang nagluluto. And it's not only cooking. My mom, she also do evangelism. She support the church. She is so faithful in her tithes and offering. Ang dami niyang milagro naman, no, na nangyayari sa kanyang buhay. No? Ang nangyari po, she got a heart attack just right after she cooked all the food. Just right after. Nung nagpahinga po siya, nagkaroon siya ng heart attack. And for 2 or 3 days, siya ay pumanaw na. No? But, I'm sure, that while my mom passed away, I'm sure that she was caught in that process of doing ang kaloob, ang kanyang pagkatawag sa ating Panginoon. I hope na magiging ganun yung buhay natin, mga Kristiyano. And I'm not saying na hanggang matulog tayo ay nagsiserve pa rin tayo. No, I am not. If you are all consumed minsan sa may ano tayo, may gawain tayo. I just want to go there because magagamit na naman ako ni Lord. No? Hindi natin pinapairal yung pagkatamad natin. minsan tamarin tayo, no? Minsan inuuna natin yung sarili natin. Hindi natin inuuna minsan yung yung kagustuhan ng ating Panginoon sa bawat isa sa atin. Sabi rito, doing God's will and yung pagkatawag natin in your purpose makes us ready. Makes us ready sa ating Panginoon. Doing the purpose of God makes us ready. And it's not only makes us ready, it also makes us secure. Secured ka na kahit na pumano, kahit na mag-rapture si Lord, mag-rapture na at mararapture na tayo, you're secured. Dahil ginagawa mo yung purpose mo sa iyong buhay. And it's not only that, it makes us welcome as a bride kay Jesus. Di ba ang sarap ng sasabihin ni Lord, okay, welcome, my good and faithful servant. Welcome bride, no? Nandun ka na sa ipapakasal ni Lord. Andun na po tayo, no? Sa pintuan, malapit na darating si Lord. Kasi with these signs and signs of times, of end times, talagang darating na, malapit na. So, we have to be alert. We need to be ready, mga kapatid. It makes us welcome as a bride ni Jesus. So, ang payo ko po sa atin, sa lahat na nakikinig, no, be the best that you could be in serving God. Be the best that you could be in serving God. Ano po yung ginagawa natin sa ating Panginoon? Be the best of it. Ano po yung ginagawa natin sa church at ikaw ay naglilingkod? Be the best of it. And that makes you ready sa kanyang pagdating. We make us ready, we feel secure, you are welcome as a bride ni Jesus Christ.